All right, so it's been a while. I am going to do a long form video later on. I just haven't had any time. But for this video, I just want to quickly show you the knife I just finished. Finished it a few days ago. Here's the date there. Um, it's one I've been working on for a while, quite a while. It's CruWear. Surprisingly hard to work with. CruWear, and this is 64 Rockwell hardness. I started off with a 5/16 piece of steel, and yeah, it went through a bunch of belts. It bogged down my machine. It was just weird to work with. But I did a flat grind almost to the very top, just complete flat grind. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And I tapered it quite a bit. This is all just for a good balance, and then also so it chops real well. I'm gonna be chopping with this thing, and I'm just gonna see how it holds up. I've never used CruWear before, so just to see how it holds up. Talking about balance, so it feels nice in hand. It's basically at the plunge line, the balance point on this thing. I would have to put it like my finger right in the plunge line for it to balance well. The handle is made out of lignum vitae. I was not able to find a really thick piece of lignum vitae, so it doesn't have much of a palm swell, but this feels like perfect still. Or maybe it's me compensating, like thinking it does, because I had no choice. But it feels perfect to me. I did do a bit of a hollow grind here, just so I can have this little ridge on both sides. And then I did these little divots here. Which one there? One here. And in the front. That's for my pinky. There's only one way of basically holding this thing, where it feels like this is like the perfect way of holding it. That you can of course like super reach back, things like that, but this would be like the normal way of holding it. And my pinky goes like perfectly in those little notches. I kept this mostly flat just so that because this is pretty heavy, and it is kind of like it. I'm not getting like the size across on this video, but it is a big knife, so it's going to be constantly pulling from me when I am chopping and stuff like that. So I wanted as much area as I can up against my pinky, which is going to take like most of the brunt of the force. Talking about size, so this thing is 3.5 inches wide. The blade itself is 8 inches. And if you measure like a straight line from the tip to the end of this without counting the curve, it is 13.25 inches about. And here's $1 just to get like, so you get an idea of the size of this thing. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna test this out. I already tested out the Pops Pro Cut knife, and I'll talk about that later too.